and Off the Hat drew nearly a length in front. From in second spots are Carla Mio, My Sari, who's just inclined to get up his head up in the air, and wider out is Unfettered moving forward, then Archer Street Grand Tiller. A length and a half to I Wonder, then Regal Ricochet. Next is Mr. Performer, Legal Hand, Providing Light as well back at the moment, but he's used to that pattern. Voodaloo third last from Dud Check, and last is Venderbrink. 1300 out, and Off the Hat on top, led by a half length. In second spot is Unfettered, last year's winner, a length and a half to Archer Street. 3 deep around My Sari's Carla Mio. 1 further away to I Wonder. Then followed by Grand Tiller, Regal Ricochet between runners. 1 further back to Mr. Performer. Then Legal Hand, Providing Light's about 6 off the lead at the moment. With him is Dud Check, Voodaloo. And last is Venderbrink. Only 8 lengths covers them, and I Wonder mid-race is making a move. I Wonder set alight and race to the lead. 800 left to go. Put 2 lengths now and Unfettered. Off the Hat on the inside from Archer Street. 2 further away is Carla Mio. With them is My Sari, Mr. Performer, deep out from Regal Ricochet's Dud Check starting to make a move. With him is Voodaloo from Legal Hand, Providing Light. Second last at the moment is Grand Tiller, and last down the side is Venderbrink. 500 out, and I Wonder a neck on Unfettered. Wide out is Archer Street. 2 to Dud Check. Mr. Performer's a Carla Mio off the fence from Doff Check, and then followed further back in the race by Voodaloo into the straight. Unfettered goes up to join I Wonder. Doff the Hat back to the fence. Carla Mio getting out. Dud Check down the outside with Regal Ricochet inside the 200. Voodaloo's got a beautiful run through on the fence. He's shot to the lead now. Carla Mio getting to second, but away goes Voodaloo. Voodaloo goes on to win the Casterton Cup. 2 lengths Carla Mio. Third Doff the Hat, then Unfettered, Dud Check, Regal Ricochet. Behind them, Mr. Performer. Out deeper there was Venderbrink from Legal Hand. Then Archer Street, Providing Light, never looked a chance from I Wonder. Grand Tiller, and last in My Sari.
Early part was Waltzing Rose, Hiawatha Princess just behind those in the early part now as they settle fully into stride, and Keanu Lad will take it up. Waltzing Rose on the outside goes across a half from the leader. 2 lengths away, then back on the inside. All Honour's the favourite. True Response is outside, and now Andrami goes up third the outside. Mad Barney settling down midfield. Behind them, Kevy's Luck with Hiawatha Princess racing 1 off the fence. They're being followed by Warrior Khan, who's back on the inside. He's got 3 behind them. March Past, Divorced, who's 1 off, and 3 deep was Kiwi Chevelle at the tail of the field. Heading to the back, and it's Keanu Lad in front from Waltzing Rose, margin about a half length at the 1400 metres. 4 lengths away, and Dummy on the outside here of All Honours, who races on the fence. 3 lengths further back then came True Response with Mad Barney. Kevy's Luck was wide out. 3 lengths further back, Hiawatha Princess, followed by Warrior Khan, then Kiwi Chevelle, Divorced, and March Past is last of all. These 2 share the lead up front. It's Keanu Lad on the inside with on the outside Waltzing Rose with 1100 to go. Waltzing Rose and Keanu Lad together. They got 4 or 5 in front from All Honours. Andrama the outside, 4th. 2 further back then came Mad Barney with True Response. He's outside. Kevy's Luck is next, followed behind them by Hiawatha Princess, then Warrior Khan. Kiwi Chevelle still wide at the tail with Divorced, and March Past on the fence is last of all. Working off the back, 800 metres to go now, and Waltzing Rose and Keanu Lad still go together, with Waltzing Rose now drawing a length in front from Keanu Lad. 2 lengths away then came All Honours off the fence, and Drami behind them with Mad Barney. Further back in the field, True Response pulling to the outside with Hiawatha Princess, Warrior Khan. Divorced behind those with Kevy's Luck, March Past, and Kiwi Chevelle is last of all. It's Waltzing Rose just in front now. All Honours is pulling to the outside with True Response running on well now. Waltzing Rose gone, grabbed by All Honours, and True Response with 300 to go, going up to tackle All Honours. All Honours and True Response, 2 lengths away, Mad Barney, then Hiawatha Princess and Divorced. It's All Honours with True Response under the whip the outside. Mad Barney running on. All Honours on the inside is just in front. True Response trying to peg it back. It's All Honours in front from True Response, then Mad Barney, and All Honours will win. All Honours goes down to the line, wins by a length to second. True Response, tight third, Mad Barney or Divorced. Warrior Khan next with March Past, and Waltzing Rose behind those runners, Hiawatha Princess. Kevy's Luck behind those with Andrami. Well back was Kiwi Chevelle, and back at the tail last of all was Keanu Lad. Number 4, the winner, All Honours. Second, number 6. And a photo between Divorced and Mad Barney, numbers 3 and 7 for third. Standing by for no.
Maggie's retreat the inside. They're off now. Starter sent them away with the exception of Summer Rule, who didn't want to begin and settles 3 lengths behind them, and Riarc bounded out ahead of Feliz Navidad, Timpanet, Melbourne Crown. Maggie's Retreat pushing up along the inside, and they're followed then by Fleischer, Unbeatable Lass, Canby instead, and 1 for Rayan. Back behind those horses then is Iguazu, Heart of Egypt, Summer Rule and Koi Cowgirl last at the first turn. At the 800, and the leader here is Riarc, a half length up on Timpanet. Feliz Navidad is inside Melbourne Crown, and they're followed 2 lengths back in the field. Maggie's Retreat, Fleischer together with Unbeatable Lass 3 wide. 1 Canby instead, Heart of Egypt, followed by Summer Rule. Iguazu a long way from them, trailed by Forayan, and Koi Cowgirl last as they swing the corner. And it's Riarc first round the home turn. The Gouts going for 3, straightened up about 2 lengths. Timpanet, Feliz Navidad. Melbourne Crown on the outside, running home fairly, followed by Fleischer. Then Maggie's Retreat over on the rails, and coming home fairly well is Iguazu. Riarc the leader from Timpanet. Melbourne Crown is running on strongly as they reach the 200, and then Fleischer and Heart of Egypt. Melbourne Crown moved up fast on the outside. They go to Riarc, Timpanet. Heart of Egypt coming home. Melbourne Crown in front of Heart of Egypt though, and Melbourne Crown takes it out, beating Heart of Egypt, and Timpanet close up third from Iguazu, and then Riarc. Back behind them to finish with Fleischer, and then Koi Cowgirl, who made some ground, trailed by Forayan, Summer Rule, Feliz Navidad weakening, trailed by Maggie's Retreat, and then Canby instead, and Unbeatable Lass was last of all. Melbourne Crown all
on, and the field is set to go. Bates drawn the outside gate. Already racing now, broken an even line 2. Bates drops out to the tail shortly after the start. Joanne, Best Cavalry, 2 of the best away. Irritation driving through towards the lead. Caprizzo not far away, nor is Polo Cross, followed by Star Rani. Joanne is caught out very deep around Mighty Air, then followed by Demo Girl, Rising River. Next Summer's Shadow, followed by another John. Second last is Sentry, last is Bates. They work inside the 800 mark. Irritation about a neck in front of Joanne, and pushing through in the centre there is Rocket Charlie. A length and a half further away then comes Rising River deep out around Polo Cross, and Best Cavalry a length then to Caprizzo. With them is Mighty Air, Summer's Shadow behind them with Demo Girl as they work off the back. Star Rani caught between runners, followed next in the race then by another John. Sentry wide out, and Bates is last. 400 to go. Joanne out deep goes up to join Irritation, Rocket Charlie, and then Best Cavalry wide out is Rising River, Polo Cross and Rocket Charlie into the straight though. Joanne moves up to join Irritation, 250 out, a couple away then over on the inside, battling away Best Cavalry, Rocket Charlie and Summer's Shadow trying to get through. Irritation won't surrender. Joanne coming at him. Here's Demo Girl down the centre, coming with another John, Demo Girl, Summer's Shadow on the inside, very tight. Summer's Shadow's got through on the fence, Demo Girl out deep. Not much between them, another John ahead away third. Then Joanne with Irritation, Best Cavalry. Next in was Rocket Charlie with Starani. Then Sentry, Polo Cross, Caprivo. Behind those was Rising River, Mighty Air, and last in Bates.
Clear, Gates back, they're off and running. Jumped away in a good line. Fate Surprise shortly after the start. Went back to last. Petrify on the inside, showing some speed with no Teppo and Committed. Pirate Copy was 3 out going forward. Just easing back now, Petrify, followed by Indet 5th. Now being followed just behind those runners there by Morford Road, who's wide. Didius Falco next with Albert Park. A length away, Rip on Jugar, and 6 last of all was Fate Surprise. Going quickly up front, Committed on the inside with Pirate Copy, and 3 out was No Teppo. 4 lengths away in the field, then Rip on Jugar, followed behind them by Morford Road deep. Didius Falco in the middle, followed at the head of the others by Indet, and then came Rip on Jugar, so Petrify's just in front of it. Albert Park was well back with Fate Surprise, heading towards the turn, and Committed on the inside, headed by No Teppo, and now Pirate Copy, 3 out, hits the front. 300 to go, and Pirate Copy hitting the front from No Teppo. In behind them, Rip on Jugar, followed by Didius Falco. Morford Road just behind them there, but Pirate Copy in front from No Teppo. Rip on Jugar running on now. It's Pirate Copy with Rip on Jugar, and Fate Surprise with a huge run. Fate Surprise getting through to tackle Rip on Jugar, and Fate Surprise, who was 6 lengths last at some stages of the race, has got up and won, defeating Rip on Jugar. Third, Pirate Copy. In behind them, Didius Falco, Morford Road 5th. Now being followed by No Teppo, and then came Indet. Petrify behind those with Albert Park, and Committed, after holding the fences, run last. Number 9, Fate Surprise.
coming up, so the comment stood well. I like to see that, the grey near the inside. Off they go. And Uvarage, if anything, a little slow down towards the inside. Straits Code bounded out nicely and led Loophole early. Cade out wider, and then My Mate Dudley down near the inside, followed by Sober Comment. One to Uvarage, I like to see that. And Real Zeal dropped out last of the 8 runners. At the 1200 metres, Straits Code settled 3/4 up. Running second is Loophole. My Mate Dudley wants to over-race a bit third on the inside, followed by Cade. One to Uvarage, fifth being trailed by Sober Comment. And back behind it then is I Like to See That and Real Zeal. They've gone past 1,000 with no change, and Straits Code made play a length and a half clear. Loophole is second, a length away third, My Mate Dudley, followed by Cade and Uvarage. One further back, Sober Comment, and then I Like to See That, and a length and a half to Real Zeal. As they came down the hill, and Straits Code's a neck clear. Second, the outsiders Loophole, and 2 lengths to My Mate Dudley. One further back is Cade. Uvarage over on the rail from Sober Comment. I Like to See That, and Real Zeal as they neared the turn. Straits Code led Loophole and neck as they came round the bend. My Mate Dudley third. Uvarage has got up behind the leading horse on the fence, followed by Cade, and I Like to See That. Real Zeal still one of the last with Sober Comment. Loophole is having a crack at the leader, Straits Code, down near the 300. They're followed then by Uvarage, getting into third and coming home fairly well. Gauchi pulled the whip on Loophole. Straits Code kicks back on the rail. Uvarage coming at them strongly on the outside. Now it's Uvarage taking the lead. I Like to See That is going with Loophole, and now it's going to the lead. I Like to See That, and he's grabbed them and won. I Like to See That from Uvarage and Loophole. Just behind them to finish were Cade, followed in by My Mate Dudley, and then Straits Code, which weakened. Real Zeal never came into it, and Sober Comment dropped out to last. I Like to See That has finished the race strongly.
And Social Scene goes through between them. A length and a half, Rancho's Vanity. Behind him would be Truman over on the fence from Bay Strike, Healing Force. And 2 back last is Truthful Jones. 600 out. Another Pug and Neck in front of Siniso Dancer. 2 away third, Social Scene with Chrysler Magic. A length and a half, Rancho's Vanity, Truman. Then Healing Force, Bay Strike second last, and still last Truthful Jones. Around the turn, Siniso Dancer took a narrow lead from another Pug, Chrysler Magic. Social Scene, then Truman. Hooking out deep is Healing Force into the straight, and the leader Siniso Dancer. Chrysler Magic back to the insides, closing fast though. Then Social Scene, Chrysler Magic reached the lead from Siniso Dancer. 2 to another Pug, and then Bay Strike. Chrysler Magic 3/4 in front. Look at Bay Strike. He is jumping out of the ground. Chrysler Magic hanging on. Oh dear, I don't know. Chrysler Magic or Bay Strike. Then Siniso Dancer, who was between them. It's only about a half head away. Third, Healing Force next in, followed by Truman, Rancho's Vanity, another Pug, Truthful Jones, and last home was Social Scene. This has come at the speed of light, Bay Strike. He has flown late at Chrysler Magic, and
Just about set to run. Light flashing on top of the stalls. There's the all clear. Gates back, they're racing. Jumped in a beautiful line. Paris next went back to last with Petite Jeunesse. Crystal Siam slowly away. Now Bonamy Girl showing good speed here out wide with Tootaneni back on the fence. Energalia goes up third, followed by Isa Zero, Rainbow Lover, then Pride of Shigo on the inside. 2 lengths away, Miss Molly Melba. Petite Jeunesse worse than midfield. A length away, Paris next, followed by Crystal Siam, and Look Harder, it's outside last of all. 800 to go here, and it's Tootaneni in front now. Kicked up on the inside to lead 3/4, Bonamy Girl. A length away then came Energalia running third, followed by Isa Zero, fourth the outside of Pride of Shigo. 2 lengths away then came Rainbow Lover, followed by Petite Jeunesse, and they were being followed by Miss Molly Melba. Well back was Paris next. A length away, Look Harder, and a half Crystal Siam. On the point of the turn, 450 metres to go, and Tootaneni just in front from Bonamy Girl, the outside, and they were being followed behind them there by Energalia as they turn for home. Isa Zero about to get into the clear and coming wide. They scout deep on the corner. 300 to go. It's Tootaneni just in front. Bonamy Girl gone. Isa Zero running on. Rainbow Lover down the outside would Look Harder. Tootaneni is claimed now by Rainbow Lover, and back on the inside is Paris next coming with a run. It's Paris next. Rainbow Lover out wide's at the front though, and Rainbow Lover coming away to score. Rainbow Lover wins it by a length. Look Harder. Third, Paris next. In behind them, Isa Zero, Crystal Siam, Tootaneni. In behind those runners, Miss Molly Melba back with Pride of Shigo. Then came Bonamy Girl, Petite Jeunesse, and back at the tail of the proceedings was Energalia. Rainbow Lover, the winner.
All clears through. Gates are back and Angel Spirit began fast on the inside. Picture Princess, Look and Ponder both away fast, taking her on early. Min Min Lights is going fast as well, and then Brindle Moose settling just off the pace. At the 1,000 metres, Min Min Lights a narrow leader. Angel Spirit holding onto the rails with her, followed by Look and Ponder. Then Picture Princess, so she's caught out 4 wide there. A length and a half Imperial Tresco's got up 5th on the inside of Brindle Moose, and then Gold Lady. They're followed by Paradise Road on the inside. Fizzy Lizzy is around her, and a length and a half. Dan Inkling being trailed by Out with the Old and Cinny Bar on the fence. And then Rocket Dancer and Hindu Dancer last of all as they came to the turn. Angel Spirit through on the rails takes the lead from Min Min Lights, Picture Princess. Look and Ponder under pressure, and then Imperial Tresc followed by Fizzy Lizzy, who needs a burst from there because Angel Spirit kept away. And inside the 400, Angel Spirit 2.5 lengths in front of Imperial Tresc. Look and Ponder. Brindle Moose down the outside. Fizzy Lizzy's only struggling, and Dan Inkling is down the middle of the track. Angel Spirit is clear with 150 to go. Brindle Moose and Dan Inkling out wide are trying to reach Angel Spirit, who has a very big lead. Angel Spirit kept going by Oliver, and Angel Spirit wins it eased up. Brindle Moose second, Dan Inkling a half length away third. Then Imperial Tresc. Fizzy Lizzy didn't come on. Followed by Look and Ponder. Rocket Dancer made some ground, and then Cinny Bar. Paradise Road, Hindu Dancer, followed by Picture Princess, who weakened badly. Gold Lady towards the end, and then a long break to Min Min Lights, who tied noticeably in the run home to finish back there with Out with the Old. Angel Spirit.
Through is Tom's Tyrrell. Genro will settle down about 4th. A couple further back to Snaffles with King Carey, then Raffinise. Well back is Swiftly Kate, Prince of Panama, and last is Selkirk. Onto the course proper, 1,000 out, and Tom's Tyrrell goes through along the fence to take the lead from Magic Ben, and they're running along. A length and a half to Kennyco, third. 4th is Genro, 2 to King Carey. Then Snaffles out deep around Swiftly Kate and Raffinise, 2.5 Prince of Panama, and last is Selkirk, 7.50 out. Tom's Tyrrell led by 2 on Magic Ben. Third is Kennyco around Genro, 2 further back to King Carey, nicely placed. Then Raffinise with Swiftly Kate and Snaffles, a couple to Prince of Panama, and last is Selkirk, 500 out. Tom's Tyrrell's kept them running right from the word go. He leads 2.5 to Magic Ben, who's under pressure. Kennyco third. Then Genro on the fence. King Carey starts to move into the race now. Then Swiftly Kate followed next into the straight by Raffinise, but Tom's Tyrrell's a mile in front. At the 250, he's about 4 clear of King Carey. Battling away is Kennyco, then Magic Ben. I don't know whether they're going to catch the leader. Tom's Tyrrell, he's 3 in front at the 150. Magic Ben, Kennyco are trying hard. Tom's Tyrrell still 2 in front. From Kennyco, Magic Ben and Tom's Tyrrell all the way. Tom's Tyrrell 2 lengths to Kennyco. Third Magic Ben, then Selkirk, King Carey. Next in Swiftly Kate, followed by Snaffles, Genro, Prince of...
Poor visibility for the last. As we stand by. Just about ready to run. Gates back and they're racing. Ninda on the inside away well. Cockatiel had no speed. Light Start went away straight back towards the tail of the field when the starter said go now. And as they race along towards the 1,400 metres now, it's He's Vain going quickly on the outside of Ninda. Cold Terror now going up third, followed by Cockatiel, and behind them Miss Marnie Mara. Then came Tokmar, who's racing midfield in the early part, not quite right behind those runners, with My Kind of Town being followed at the head of the others by Musical Noise. In behind those Altius, followed there at the head of the others by Sligo Classic, and Light Start went back to last. At the 1,000 metres they go in horrible conditions for racing, and it's He's Vain just in front. From Cold Terror on the outside, 2 lengths away then came Ninda. Miss Marnie Mara is going back 5th, and they were being followed there by Tokmar. Further back in the field then Musical Noise. Back behind those runners then we've got Altius scouting wide with My Kind of Toy, or My Kind of Town. Well back was Classic Sligo, and Light Star just in front of it, but it's He's Vain in front from Cold Terror. Tokmar's going up 3 deep now into second placing, followed behind them by Ninda on the inside. Cold Terror losing ground there. In behind those runners then we've got Cockatiel, Miss Marnie Mara. Light Start pulling to the outside, and deep out on the track here was Sligo Classic as they turn for home with about 300 metres to go. They flatten to the run of the judge, and it's Ninda with on the outside He's Vain, running on Light Start powerfully now. It's Light Start, and right down the outside is Not Quite Right with a big run. Light Start going up to take the lead now from Ninda and He's Vain, and Light Start it is, cut away here from Ninda. Light Start about a half in front from Ninda, and Light Start wins the last by a length. Second Ninda, He's Vain third, then Not Quite Right. In behind the Musical Noise, Sligo Classic, Tokmar Cockatiel. In behind those then Altius. Well back was My Kind of Toy. Well back in the race then we've got the head of the others, Cold Terror. There's one back with them, but I just can't see it. 9, 12 and...
Side gate, and they're locked away and